of the biggest criminal in India.
Hi guys, today we talk about most dangerous criminal in India. The name was Otto Shanker.
Let's see about Otto Shanker personal life and career.
Shankar was born in Kanjanala near Vella. While he was in PUC, clarification needed. His father left the family for Odisha. In the early 1970s, he came to Chennai, first living in a Milaporislam before moving to the fast-developing area of Thiruvanmira on the outskirts of South Chennai.
Shankar had several wives. He married his first wife, Jagadeswari, early in his criminal career and had 4 children with her. The marriage ended due to her suicide by self-immolation. His third wife, Lalita, was a performer at a cabaret club he frequented. 4.
He survived by peddling cycle rickshaws and later began to operate an auto rickshaw, from which he got his nickname. At the time, the area was a criminal hotbed and Shankar began transporting illegal liquor, prohibition being enforced at the time. And Shankar soon realized that prostitution is more profitable with low risks, and due to its association with politically influential people who could keep the police in check.
His gang eliminated rivals either through the police force or through murder. An incident in which a rival gangster named Babu was murdered in the early 1980s, and which was ultimately covered up, led Shankar to focus more on prostitution.
Shankar's third wife, Lalita, went off with a pimp and Shankar's friend, Sudalemu, and started their own outfit in the sex trade. An enraged Shankar planned his revenge by pretending to reconcile with the two through mutual friends.
One night in October 1987, he invited her to one of his places in Periyar Nagar, then killed and buried her. He then rented the house to an old widow for hours. Shankar told Sudalay that Lalita was on an all-India tour with a VIP and 2 months later invited him for dinner. Shankar loaded Sudalay with liquor, strangled him, burned his body and dumped his ashes in the sea. He then had the house renovated and explained away the burn marks by claiming they were roasted meat.
When Sudalay's friend Ravi confronted Shankar, Shankar killed him and buried him outside his Periyar Nagar plot. He claimed the burial was of illegal arak that he was hiding from an upcoming police raid and posted a false letter to his wife, claiming Ravi was in fact in Mumbai.
By 1988, he had a multi-story house, cars, bikes, and connections that could do anything. On May 29, 1988, he and his gang were confronted by 3 members of a rival gang, Sampath, Mohan and Govindrai, who refused to pay for using his women and demanded protection money.
Shankar invited them into his den, promising to pay them, and then beat them to death and buried them. At the end of June, Sampath's wife Vijaya filed a complaint with Mylapore police that her husband was missing and Shankar could be responsible.
She was advised to file a complaint with Thiruvanmira police instead, who arrested Shankar on charges of causing a nuisance and released him. Vijaya sent a petition to the governor, who ordered the police to investigate Shankar.
However, the reluctant police told Vijaya to not bother them with complaints. A distraught Vijaya turned to her journalist neighbor, who published an article implying they might have been murdered.
Otto Shanker, Associates.
In 1992, Shankar's 5 accomplices were sentenced to 6 months of rigorous imprisonment after having been found guilty by the Chennai and a district judge N. Mohandas. The accomplices were Shankar's brother, Mohan, Selva alias Selvara, and the jail wardens Kannan, Balan and Rahim Khan.
They were found guilty of criminal conspiracy and drastist or obstruction by a person to his lawful apprehension. Saliski. Mohan was also found guilty of the 6 murders and was given 3. Mohan had escaped from Chennai Central Prison in August 1990 and was captured in Pune on June 25, 1992. Otto Shanker Trail.
The Inspector General ordered a special inquiry and the deaths of the 3 men were discovered. When they arrested Shankar and interrogated him, he confessed to the murders and to the other 3 murders he had committed.
However, he escaped on August 20, 1990 with his 5 accomplices. Shankar's trial was held at Thekkangalpatestan's court. He was sentenced to death along with 2 of his associates, Eldon and Shivaji, on May 31, 1991. Ultimately being hanged in Salem Central Prison in 1995. Otto Shanker Crime Responses.
K. Vijay Kumar, the Tamil NADU Additional Director General of Police, claimed that cinema was solely responsible for making Shankar a criminal. He mentioned this during a seminar on crime and media in Kerala.
The trial has become widely known across the nation since the Supreme Court invoked the American free speech doctrine, and the case became oft quoted in relation to journalistic exposes. This is a biography of Otto Shanker.
Thanks for watching the video, friends.